Well, I'm headed back out metal detecting again, and guess who stopped by the house? It's Hayden, my youngest son, and he's the one that started the whole YouTube channel for 503 Diggers. So we're going to head to a school. We did a door knock, but it didn't pan out. The ownership changed from the information I had, and we were going to hit an area that I've been wanting to hunt for a while. It's close to my house. It's an old school that was pulled down in like 1940. Anyway, so I'm going to get this paused, and we'll see you when you hit the ground. Okay, first signal is a low tone. Now we are at a public school, so I'm sure I'm going to come up with a bunch of garbage, but here we go. That doesn't sound very deep either. Probably a pull tab or cancel out right on top. Well, it's there. Looks like foil to me. Exactly what it is. Foil with a hole in the middle and grass growing through it. Well, it's metal with a hole in the middle, but it's definitely not a ring. Alright, on to the next. Okay, after the foil, target number 2. It sounds like a quarter right on top. That would be a quarter, because I'm sure it's not a piece of silver that close to the top unless it was a ring. Oh, and yes, definitely a quarter. Been down there a little while. I would put that about 2 inches down. Sounded like it was on top. 1972. Clad quarter. Moving on. Okay, the junior's got a quarter type signal.
Quarter, penny signal, it's giving all sorts of signals.
He runs a White's Coinmaster Pro that's got a few mods that we've done to it. A different shaft.
Oh, right there, you know what I first saw?
Oh, you saw the marker?
Thing.
Yep,
yeah,
that's quarter.
Wow.
Cool. It's an Eagle one too. Mine was a 72. I think it was a 72.
This one is it's a 70.
I just...
That's funny. Did you get a signal?
Oh no, I think it's from your coil. I was like, dude, I just heard a signal. Cool. Alrighty. Well, we're both on a quarter now. Hey, you got a dime, I got another penny. Alrighty, moving on. Okay, got a low tone one here. Close to the top. It's all the low tones I've been chasing were foil. Garbage. I don't think this one's foil. I think it's either a nickel or a pull tab. Oh, I hit a tough dig spot. I'm sure I got it. Okay, I'm not sure I got it. Okay, it's a little deeper than I initially thought it was. I saw something, looked like a pull tab. He keeps digging pennies over there behind me. It looks, oh, it's foil. Foiled again. Moving on. Okay, another quarter sound. This one's showing about the 4-inch mark. I thought this would be a little harder to dig. The grass looks a little more stressed, a little drier, not as much water. Junior's over there digging dimes and pennies, and I've dug a couple, but we'll see what we can find here. Has my probes making all kinds of chirping sounds on the side. Oh, no, I don't even have it on the probe. There, now it'll be a little quieter. Oh, no, there. Right in the hole. And it is another Eagle quarter. Year, unimportant because she's not a shiny, but it's 1980. Moving on. Okay, he thinks he's over a quarter. What's the depth, you say?
I was saying about 2 to 4 inches.
About the same depth as the one I just dug.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like an easy dig. Mine was
Yeah,
like digging concrete.
Not that bad. That drider's just like,
Oh, it's terrible.
like digging in rocks. I'm hoping it's a quarter. Bug?
Slightly off to the side, it sounds like.
Or it's just a big, huge object. Big old pop can or something.
Big old hunk of rust that...
Something. Missing key to the treasure chest.
Oh, I saw it. Quarter.
It is a quarter.
Not a shiner. Is it an eagle? No, it looks like a States.
That's an eagle. It's a 76.
76. Well, that's a bicentennial then.
Oh no, 73, sorry.
73.
There we go.
Alrighty, well,
Cool.
quarter number 2 for you.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay, this sounds like a clad dime or maybe a copper penny. In a nice rock solid dig spot. You know, I like summer and all, but sometimes I don't mind hunting in the rain. Sure makes the ground a little easier to get through. Oh, right in the bottom. And it is a stinking Lincoln. Definitely going to be a copper in Sin 81. That's near the end of the coppers. Alright, moving on. Okay, this one has that penny dime sound a little higher at times, so I might put it on the clad dime. Grass might be a little greener, but there ain't much more water in here. Come on. Okay. Didn't see it. Didn't quite cut back far enough. Oh, I hope that was a piece of grass. Still not deep enough or far enough back. There's a rock. Oh, I see it. Looks like a dime. Yep. An awful red dime. One clad rosy. Moving on. Okay, it's nickel tone, which just means it's garbage. Yeah, it's dead on the numbers. 13, 14, that's what my E-track usually kicks out a nickel. Or a pull tab. There's my nickel. If it was connected to the can, it'd actually be 2 nickels. It'd be worth 10 cents. Moving on. Yeah, this one sounds exactly like a penny. Oh good, it's a hard dig too. It doesn't have a whole lot of depth, maybe 3 inches. Oh goodness. I'm over by another concession stand. Funny thing, we tend to find a lot of coins near the concession stand. Who would figure that? I just wish they'd water over here. I don't see it. That's because it's in the plug. And there it is. It is a dime. Another clad dime. Moving on. Well, to this point, he's just destroying me on dimes. I got a nickel sound here. That could be why. I'm digging a lot of nickel tones. And I'm always in search of those gold rings and gold items. I did find a platinum once. It was a cufflink. This one here sounds just like a nickel. Got the perfect nickel signature from the numbers, which means it's a pull tab. Come on, be round and not the shape of a pull tab. Oh, that's not it. What'd you find? Oh. Piece of jewelry. Not me. I'm finding foil and pull tabs. Come on. That's a dead-on nickel tone. That's because it is a nickel. One nickel. Finally. On to the next one. We're out back at the school now. We've been here a couple times. A couple digs, that is. And we're both fighting EMIs. I don't know what it is. I remember that from last time I was here. I think I was running my DFX. I happen to run very low sensitivity. My E-Track, I typically run it 18, sometimes high as 22, and it's pretty stable. When I'm hitting in-town stuff, where I'm like city blocks and yards, I sometimes have to go down around 15 or so. I am at 8, and I'm barely stable at that point. It's pretty terrible. There it is. It's a dime. Bright red dime. Clad a dime. Okay, guess what this one is? That there would be a pull tab tone, also known as a nickel. Fairly close to the top too. It's probably going to have 2 holes in it and be made of aluminum. Ah, you know it. 2 holes made of aluminum. Whoop-a-dee-doo. Okay, well, we spent about an hour and a half out digging, and here are our results. Go across my garbage pile first. There's my garbage. I got 3 whopping pennies, 1 nickel, 3 dimes, 2 quarters. Haden, well, he's got 5 pennies, 4 dimes, 3 quarters. We both dug 2 pull tabs. He's got a couple tops from tennis ball cans, some other miscellaneous garbage, and I guess we can kind of call that jewelry. It's 2018 graduation piece from the tassel. That was a quick loss. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. It's going to either be go-kart building or dirt digging. See you then.